this true about Jade Cargill? Well, in this video, I'm going to tell you whether it is, and a very, very interesting comment by Jade Cargill that she recently made. Now, look, Jade Cargill, she bet on herself. She decided that she was going to go from AEW, where that is all that she has known inside of the pro wrestling industry, from a dominant run as a TBS champion under the leadership of Tony Khan. She believed in the vision that was pitched by Triple H, and she decided to go to WWE in late 2023. And oh, how that gamble has paid off tremendously. If you look at the stretch, the last, 7 months, 8 months, it's remarkable. From going from hot off of AEW television to right into a WWE agreement, doing media appearances, talking about the signing, then teasing where she could show up in WWE, whether it be Raw, NXT, or SmackDown. It ultimately led to her making her WWE in-ring debut at the Royal Rumble by competing in the Women's Royal Rumble match. And oh, what a night it was. She had a shining moment before signing with Friday Night SmackDown. And she's done wonders since then, including working her first WrestleMania, including winning her first set of championships in WWE, once being paired with Bianca Belair and winning the Women's Tag Team Championships. Now look, she was recently on the Battleground podcast and had a lot of interesting things to say, including whether or not this is true. Now, let's start off with winning the titles. She said, there's so many words to put out. It's so many feelings. I felt everything, guys. It's memorable. It's flooring. It's, oh my gosh, it's humbling. It's electrifying. It's so many ways I could put to that crowd in France and in Europe in general. Italy, Austria is crazy. It's electrifying, and it makes you want to go out there and do more. I remember at the live shows, I didn't even want to leave. There were so many people who were so thankful for us to be there because we don't do those types of tours all the time. And for one point, security said, let's go. We got to go, because fans were so thankful. In regards to winning the Tag Team Championships with Bianca Belair, she said this: we're two strong females. We go out there with both a hybrid. She can do all the athletic things, and I can do all the athletic things. She's strong, and she's the EST, and I'm just as strong or stronger. We're just out there. I don't know. We just kind of like mesh. The first moment we met each other, it was like, hey, friend, how you doing? Hey, friend, how you doing? It was just the easiest. Like, we had known each other for so long. And, a lot of our goals are similar to what we want in this industry. And elevating the division of an entire locker room is phenomenal. They're all talented women. And the fact that they go out there and put these two powerhouses together. I don't know about the other women that they're going to do, but we're definitely going to elevate this boat and tear through the locker room. Interesting stuff, right? Now, here's where things get super duper interesting, and is the point of today's video. She said in regards to how far she has come in her pro wrestling career from her time during the COVID-19 pandemic to now. She says it doesn't seem that far away. I think it's harder performing in front of your coworkers with the pandemic days. If anything, everybody knows everything. So it's more nerve-wracking for me to perform in front of my coworkers than in front of fans. I love fans. I welcome fans. The European crowd was like, wow, it was crazy. If anything went off the rails, they were like, yay, it's crazy. With Daily's Place, I wouldn't think that I would be here right now. I would think that I would still be where I was. But I know I was destined for great things. I know that I am the unicorn of wrestling right now. Would I think I'd be in this position? No. But I knew I was destined for great things. End quote. Whoa. Okay, so let's go back for a minute. Let's break this down with the Daily's Place comments. Do y'all remember the god-awful time during the pandemic where there was no live crowd? It was dead silence in the PC at the Performance Center during WWE broadcast. It was very quiet in AEW, but thankfully, at least Tony Khan had the foresight to go, let's put wrestlers in the front rows, right? We're all tested by temperatures, so let's just do that. And so they did that, and then WWE incorporated that. And then AEW, by having it at an outdoor venue in Daly's Place in freaking Florida, and they were allowed to have some fans in there. The WWE, on the hand, they put wrestlers and developmental guys in the PC before, thankfully, going to the Thunderdome. The Thunderdome was a lifesaver. It was a little weird, but it was a lifesaver. And so we got away with that. In terms of her being destined for greatness, she's 1,000% spot on. She has it. She has charisma. And regardless of what you think is of her in-ring ability, she's going to get better. How much better? I don't know, but she at least has a solid foundation of what she's doing right now on WWE television. She's doing her thing. She's very impressive. But she has a different type of build. She has a different type of presentation. She carries a different way. In regards to her unicorn comment, currently, she's a unicorn of wrestling. It will be up to her. It will be up to WWE. It will be up to Triple H as far as how much she is exposed in this universe. Hopefully, she won't be exposed. Hopefully, she will be able to grasp pro wrestling in time where she won't be exposed at all. They've done a very good job of protecting her. They've done a very good job at showing you everything they want you to see, yet hiding everything they don't want you to see. From her presentation to her look to her matches, everything is calculated. And with there being so many people out there wanting to poke holes in this woman's game, WWE and Jade Cargill knows that there's not a lot of room to do so. Now, I've praised WWE multiple times, and I will praise them yet again for what they've been able to do with Jade Cargill up to this point. Every step in the road has been calculated. Every step in the road has been to gradually moving her up the card. It's very rare for WWE to do a big signing media blitz as if they did with Jade Cargill. We don't see that very often. In fact, I could put it in the category of rare. I could also put it in the category of putting talent that have no WWE experience and taking them and bypassing NXT and putting them on the main roster, whether that be Raw or SmackDown, and the thick of it, especially like Jade Cargill. By being aligned with Naomi and Bianca Belair at WrestleMania, that was monumental. And that was a huge, huge development in Jade Cargill's run with WWE.